Hello, Word. Welcome back to another episode of Hello, Word, your daily dose of English vocabulary. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm thrilled to have you join me today as we dissect a fascinating word. Today's star is blade. It's a C1 level noun, and it means the sharp edge of a tool or weapon. So, what exactly is a blade? Well, it's that crucial cutting part of things like knives, swords, razors, and even some tools. Think of it as the part that actually does the slicing, dicing, or shaving. It's the business end, if you will. It's that sharpened section designed for cutting through materials. In everyday language, we use blade to refer to any thin, sharp cutting edge, not just on weapons. For example, you might talk about the blade of a lawnmower or the blade of a food processor. It's a very common word, and understanding its meaning helps you grasp a variety of situations. Now, let's explore some words that share a similar meaning with blade. These are called synonyms, and knowing them will enrich your vocabulary. One synonym for blade is edge. Think about it. The edge of a knife is what cuts, just like the blade. Here's an example. The edge of the knife was so sharp, it could cut through anything. Another synonym is cutter. This is particularly apt for tools and machines. For example, the circular cutter on the machine sliced through the metal sheet effortlessly. While it's not a direct synonym in all contexts, knife can sometimes function similarly. He pulled out his knife, showing the shining blade. Finally, consider the word razor. While a razor is a tool, the key component is its blade. She used a razor to shave her legs, carefully gliding the blade over her skin. Notice how each of these synonyms emphasizes the cutting aspect, just like our word of the day, blade. Now, let's flip the coin and look at antonyms, words that have the opposite meaning of blade. This can be a bit tricky because blade refers to something sharp and designed for cutting. So, antonyms would be things that are blunt, dull, or used for protection rather than cutting. A good antonym would be blunt. Think of a blunt object as something that cannot cut. The old axe was completely blunt, it could not cut the wood. Another antonym could be guard. A guard is used to protect from a blade. He wore a guard to protect his hands from the blade of the saw. The word shield can also act as an antonym, as it protects from harm. The knight carried a shield to deflect the enemy's blade. Lastly, the word handle represents the part you hold, not the cutting part. The handle provides grip while the blade does the work. The handle of the knife was smooth and comfortable, a good contrast with the sharp blade. Now, how can you use blade in everyday life? Well, quite easily. You might say, "Be careful with that knife. The blade is very sharp." Or, "The lawnmower blade needs sharpening." You could also use it figuratively. For example, his words were like a blade, cutting through the tension in the room. Or, "The skater glided over the ice on a thin blade." Here are some more examples of blade in sentences and phrases. The surgeon used a sterile blade for the incision. The windmill's blades turned slowly in the breeze. The gardener carefully sharpened the blade of his pruning shears. The ice skater's blade left a delicate trace on the frozen surface. He cleaned the blade of his pocket knife after using it to whittle wood. The warrior unsheathed his sword, revealing the gleaming blade. She replaced the dull blade in her box cutter. The chef skillfully wielded his knife, its blade flashing in the light. The paper cutter's blade was precise and efficient. The fan's blades circulated the air in the room. So, to recap, blade is a C1 level noun meaning the sharp edge of a tool or weapon. We explored synonyms like edge, cutter, knife, and razor, and antonyms like blunt, guard, shield, and handle. We also saw how blade is used in various everyday situations. Thank you for joining me on Hello Word today. I hope you found this exploration of the word blade insightful and helpful. Remember to subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. It really helps other people find the show. Your support means the world. And now for your homework, create your own sentence using the word blade and share it in the comment section below this video. I can't wait to read your creative sentences. Until next time, keep expanding your vocabulary and happy learning.